Hi, I'm Tony Perzow, and I will be leading the Not Enough Live experience on September 25th in Venice Beach, California, at the beautiful Kelman Theater at the Electric Lodge. And this is going to be a really powerful, a really potent 3-hour immersive workshop where we will be really confronting fear, our own fear, but more specifically, a certain costume that fear often wears in our life, which is the costume of not enough. So I didn't think I was worthy of anything. I didn't want people to see me because if they saw me, they wouldn't like me, they wouldn't love me. So I had to create ways to hide. I became the person you wanted me to be because if I can distract you with a performance, with a persona, with a character, then you wouldn't be able to see who I really was. Second way, this not enough fear, the way it impacted my life, was that I created companies. I became a serial entrepreneur. I was building, I was hustling, I was creating, I was working my butt off to build things so that I could be perceived as successful and wealthy. And if I could show you just enough evidence, look at this resume, look at everything I've done, look at all the things I've built, look at the evidence, look at the evidence. If I could distract you with evidence, then you wouldn't even have the need or desire to look past those things to see who I really am, which was, not lovable, not likable, please don't see me. This is the third way. And this one's a tricky one, which is, hey, because I believe I'm not enough, because I believe I'm worthless in many ways, that I have to keep this narrative going. So in order to keep it going, I will never allow myself to get good enough or big enough or excel or succeed or become too successful. Because if I start becoming too successful, it's not going to be aligned with what I believe about myself, and I'll find a way to sabotage. So on one hand, here I am building and performing so that everyone thinks I'm successful. But then I also have this other part that is saying, hey, don't become too successful because I'll sabotage you if you do. So if you think of it, I'm constantly creating, but also destroying my own creation. I'm kind of like Sisyphus pushing that boulder up the hill, except there is no boulder. It's me. I'm pushing myself up the hill. And at the same time, I'm pushing myself down the hill. And that's just my story. But this not enough fear is playing out. It's playing a role in your life as well. In different ways, but it still is. And until I was able to start separating myself from these fears and really taking a look at it and then forgiving them, and that's the big word, forgiving them, which is what we'll be doing at this workshop at the Electric Lodge, then I was going to continue sabotaging and creating destruction and chaos in my life. So if you hear any truth in any of the words that I use, you hear your story in my story, please, I beg of you, run to this workshop. Don't walk, run.